Hi, Amakhosi Network. Welcome to the channel, guys. First, I'm going to kick it off by saying this. Mina, I'm angry. I'm sick and tired of Chiefs. I am sick and tired of our coaching. I am tired of Molefi Ntseki. I am tired of us acting positive when it's nonsense. I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. But anyway, guys, subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. With more subscribers, we help the channel grow. And yeah, please, like I said, every day, 80% of you, above 80% of you have not subscribed. But let's kick it to the match. Terrible match. If there's a match I can watch today and show you guys in every moment of this game, I will show you guys there's lack of coaching. There is lack of coaching at Kaizer Chiefs. Lack of coaching. Yo. You know what? After today, you guys are going to go and blame the players. I saw today I saw it, guys. I saw it fundamentally. There is a coaching problem, guys. A real serious coaching problem. First chance, when it's three players against one defender and a keeper in the box. Castillo becomes casual in the box and chips the ball into the keeper's hands. Lack of coaching. I can tell you this now, guys. When you're in coaching and people are training the final third entries, etc., in the game, and they're busy laughing like ha, and then they're like, cause Castillo, and Castillo becomes casual in training. He does that in the match. Everything we saw today in the final third is coaching. What Chiefs is doing in practice, they're doing now, and then in the match they want to tatazela because that's what happens when you don't practice properly. Chiefs lacks intensity in final third areas. They lack focus. They lack everything, and this is everything that is coaching. One thing I'll tell you guys. I don't like comparing Sundowns. I don't like comparing a lot of teams. But one thing I'll tell you is that in the box, guys, you do not play in the box. Your intensity actually has to increase in the box. Your level of focus has to increase. You can tell the Chiefs they are not in. There's no striker coach. These guys in the box, they lose the focusness of the game. They become too casual, too casual. A lot of you are gonna say, "But we won." Let me tell you another thing of what happened today. The goal that we scored today, where Dupreez shot the ball and Castillo headed, which is luck. We didn't create that goal. That goal was just Dupreez took a shot, Castillo right place, right time. Let me tell you why that is bad coaching, guys. Why? Because before that chance, Modi got the ball. Saile was standing in front of Modi. What did Modi do? He took a shot when a defender has already closed him down, where he could have passed Saile, because Saile was going to be pick a spot. He was basically on the penalty the penalty spot. He was on the penalty spot. All he had to do was shoot. But yeah, Kaizer Chiefs legs coaching. This game was so terrible. There's so many things I can highlight in this game that were terrible. Like there were so many things, guys. Let me start with the starting lineup. I saw the starting lineup today, and first of all, let me say this: the Mthethwa I saw today, I, guys, why is it like when we buy players, they come half cooked and half baked? No, he has to do better. No, guys. Mthethwa was not good today. Anything Mthethwa touched was a foul or was just a very simple pass, like a very easy pass. And when I say easy pass, I'm like, his passes didn't help his team take off pressure. His passes put the next player under pressure when it wasn't a pressure situation, because there were moments where Mthethwa had to pass it to a man who is free. Mthethwa did not do that. And that is an instruction from the bench. I don't know why they do this to our players. But anyway, starting lineup. When I saw the starting lineup, I already had issues with the starting lineup because I was like, Modi and Matt had to rest, guys. Like, I am being honest. I do not care based on what I saw with them, Mthethwa, etc. Modi and Matt had to rest this game. And a lot of you will be like, but Modi looked effective. Modi first half, And second half, he just looked like he was doing better runs, but he wasn't effective. First half, Modi was finished. Matt was the worst player of today. Like, if I have to give a rating today, Matt, I give a 2. I'll give Matt a 2 if I had to give a rating. Tomorrow I'm doing ratings. You guys must go into that video knowing Matt has a 2 straight. I change. I can watch this game. You know why? What I saw about Matt today. A lot of us have been saying, we understand why Matt is, because Matt can mark. Matt can. But you know what I realized today? If you watch this game carefully, what is Matt marking? Ask yourself this question. What is Matt marking? And I'll give you a very big clue. If Mark has 50 tackles in a game, I'm going to tell you this. If out of those 50 tackles in a game, 30 of the tackles, let me tell you what 30 of those tackles are. It's the tackles of when he gave away the ball. He gives away the ball, he marks the player. He gives away a ball again, he marks the player he gave the ball to. So Matt in the game gets points by marking his own mistakes. He doesn't get points by marking teams attacking us. No. Matt gives away so many balls, and then he has to mark those exact balls. You know how many times Matt today marked his own mistakes and then still made mistakes on his own mistakes? Like, Matt was terrible. Matt has to rest. I do not care who says what. I don't care if your name is Jeso. I don't care if you're a prophet from Nazareth. I don't care. Matt has to go and sit on the bench. Guys, it was a terrible, terrible game to watch as a Kaizer Chiefs fan. I love my team, but this is not on. This showed lack of coaching. This is an embodiment of lack of coaching. It is terrible. Now I'm going over the game so all over the place, and I know a lot of you can see with this guy is all over the place, but it was terrible. Let me jump onto the things that got me angry in this game. Substitutions, guys. Substitutions. Why wait late? We're losing. The team is doing nothing. The players are not doing anything. We're losing. Make a move, Baba. Make a move. The players are out. Saile. You know what, guys? Let me tell you what when I say lack of coaching, I'm gonna tell you guys what lack of coaching looks like. Ranga Chivavero and Sailo are badly coached. Badly coached. I'll even say Dupree, but Dupree uses so much of his individual talent and stuff, you don't see that he's not coached. Ranga Chivavero. Let me start with him. Why do I say he's badly coached? Ranga Chivavero, you don't have speed. You can't run fast. You're not a very skillful player. You're not a very skillful player. So why do you want to call the ball deep? Why? There are so many moments in this game where Ranga got the ball, passed the player, and then he didn't run straight to the pole. He wanted to stay outside of the 18 box and like touch the ball. And I was like, Ranga, hey Baba, go to the pole, Baba. We don't need you creating in the middle. In the middle, guys, when you're on the bench, you need to know what's the problem. In the game, we saw the problem was not in the creating a lot of the times, because we were finding spaces, we were finding chances. The problem was, what are we doing in the box? So if you see that our players are missing the chances in the box, why as a striker are you not in the box? Why are you outside the box? Why are you trying to be a creative midfielder? But it's lack of coaching. Why do I say it's lack of coaching? This is how they train our striker, the target striker. They train the target striker to not go up front. They train him to sit deep, do the passes. This is why I'm telling you now, guys. Ranga and Gonzalez are not going to score a lot of goals because of coaching. They're not. Because of how they're being coached. These guys are not fast enough to outrun Ashley Dupree, outrun Modi, etc. So when you do 1-2s with Modi or Dupree or whoever, Saile, let me tell you, Saile and them are going to get all the way to the keeper before you even get to the box. And by the time you get to the box, these guys would have already done their nonsense of shooting. Like Saile today was just shooting out of nowhere. Dupree was just shooting out of nowhere. These guys, when they get by the box, they decide that they are going to do There is no one in the box. They are going to shoot. Why? Because our strikers a lot of the times are not in the box. So who must they pass? Ranga disappoints me in this. I don't know how they're coaching him, but Chiefs is coaching him very useless. And today, you know what? The coaching in Chiefs does not help players play at their best. If you have a striker like Ranga, who last season scored a lot of goals, what do you do as a coach? You look at Ranga's videos and you looked at where he scored goals. Was he in the box? What was he doing in the box? How was he making his runs in the box? Etc. etc. Then what do? You channel your team to play to the abilities of your striker. You don't say, striker, you must work to the abilities of the team. No, you don't do that, guys. You don't do that. Let me make a simple example. Cristiano Ronaldo went to Real Madrid. When he went to Real Madrid, they were used to playing with players like Raul and those kind of strikers. When Cristiano went there, they knew he's going to be the striker, but he can't stand as a number 9, as a natural striker. He has to float on the sides, float on this side, float on this side. So what they did is that they started getting Cristiano Ronaldo false nines. False nines, meaning that Benzema, etc., to make it better for him. When Cristiano left, they knew that our strongest player is who? Benzema. So what did Real Madrid do? They put players around Benzema to get Benzema in his best goal scoring positions. But we don't do that at Chiefs. At Chiefs, we don't do that. We don't put our striker in the best position to score. Who is the person in our team right now? If you look at the team of Chiefs, who is the player who has scored the most goals in a season? Who is the person? It's Ranga. So why would you not put the Ranga in situations where he can score? Like, our coaching is so terrible. Saile, whenever they pass him the ball, he's standing still with the defender. Why? Because Saile, your strength is not receiving the ball with a defender behind you. So why do you do that? Why do you want to receive the ball by a play? Create space. When I say create space, you do check runs. You like, hey, I must move there. You make small darting runs to lose the defender you with. So you create space and to create running space for you. But because Chiefs don't coach Saile is a Leplanka. When he gets there by the final third, he's a Leplanka that doesn't know what to do. Hey, come on, man. And then next one, substitutions. I'm back on substitutions. When we finally did make a substitution, we scored the goal. Sharp. We scored the goal. And then I asked myself, why not continue with the subs? Because the team, the reason why you're making substitutions is because the team that is in there is flopping. No, they didn't want to do that. They wanted to let the game go. When they let the game go, then the Sukune started attacking us more. And the players who were a problem, they were not substitute. Let me tell you, they brought in Ranga Sharp, and then they brought in then they brought in Mthethwa Sharp, and then they were also going to bring in Shabalala Sharp. Now, but Shabalala they didn't put in, but he was already ready. He had taken off his jersey, his training jersey to come in. But when the goal came in, they told Shabalala to sit back down on the bench. So now, why do I say this was an issue? Mdu was meant to come in the game, but all the substitutions were wrong. Not all, some of the substitutions were wrong. Number one, if it was me, now this is me, what would I have done? Modi had to leave that game. Modi and Matt, two players who definitely had to leave that game is Modi and Matt. So what would I have done? Simple. I would have taken out Matt and then I would have put in Mthethwa. Keep the middle as it is. Keep Matlo, keep Castillo for the next 10 minutes. Matlo, Castillo to be there for Mthethwa. And then after that, we know what I do. Then the other player I'm taking out is Modi, and then I put in Ranga. Then you put Ranga as the main striker. You put Dupree and Saile at the sides of them. Dupree and Saile run on the flanks. Find Ranga. Ranga stay in the box. Ranga, find your way around the box. That is what has to happen. That is what I would have done. And then After a while, when things were starting to move, the one player I say was a wrong substitution was Mthethwa. Mthethwa was not meant to come in. You can't play a game with a midfield that at that time had Matlo, had you had basically Mthethwa and Shabalala and Matlo, etc. in front of a new player of Mthethwa. No, wrong. What they were meant to do is when they pull either Castillo or Matlo, one of the two, who they were going to decide to pull, they were meant to bring in another defensive midfielder who has attack to help balance the play, to help not leave Mthethwa alone. Because Mthethwa was now alone towards the end of the game. There was no one creating around him or helping to create dominance. Zwane was meant to come in for either Castillo or Umatlo. That was what was meant to happen. And then eventually, Shabalala was meant to come in for Castillo. That is what was meant to happen. That is what was meant to happen. Or instead of coming for, not Castillo, man, Saile. But if comes in, he was also, if another decision was to make, come in for either Castillo or Matlo. So it was going to be Zwane, Mdu, and Mthethwa towards the end of the game. Why do I say that? Mdu and Mthethwa are not good in managing the game. They are more attacking players. They can't manage the game. So we needed someone like Zwane to still have grit in the middle of the park. We almost lost this game because we lost our grit. We lost someone who can direct the passes. When we lost Castillo, we lost meat in the park. So when we had to put in someone like Zwane, spray the passes, find the long balls, find Dupree, find Ranga, etc. The substitutions were bad. And you know what I hate about this? What I hate about this the most is that now Molefi Ntseki won this game, so there's no longer pressure on him. So this is what I always used to complain about when Steve Compella had his first season, and then after Steve Compella had his first season, and then I already said Steve Compella is not good enough for Chiefs. Then I was like, Chiefs must fire. If Steve Compella doesn't do well in the first half of the second season, they must fire him. They left him. But why did I not like Steve Compella? Steve Compella would win 2 games, draw 1, lose the next 3 games. Every time when it's coming that we think he's gonna get fired, he would win 2 games. Then people would be like, Compella. Then he would draw like 1. Then he would be on like a non-losing streak of like 4 games, etc. Then all of a second Sunday, he would lose the next 3 games. Then he would draw and lose, draw, and then he would win the next 3 games. That's how Steve Compella had no consistency for Chiefs, but they kept him, and that is what Molefi Ntseki is doing. He will get there, he will win 2 games. He will draw 1, he will lose 1, and then he will be putting in good performances. And then we're going to be like, no, then he loses against Sundowns. Then he's going to win against Sekhukhune. What you're going to find against Cape Town City, he will either lose or draw. Because there's no consistency. There's no consistency. One thing I'll say is this. We need a better coach. We need better coaching staff. We need a striker coach. We need better. Today I saw lack of coaching and I didn't like it. I did not like it. Subscribe, guys.